Rain floods a backyard nest. Instead of scattering, thousands of fire ants climb onto the rising water. To you, it looks like a panicked clump. To the colony, it is an emergency lifeboat. They do not survive because each ant swims well. They survive because the colony changes shape. In 4 minutes, you'll see how that living raft floats, repairs itself, and protects its most vulnerable members. The first secret is hidden underneath. The deeper lesson is why no ant needs the full plan.
Floodwater enters the nest and workers rush upward. They gather the queen, larvae, and other young. At first, the surface looks chaotic and fragile. That assumption makes sense. A single ant is tiny. Water can separate small groups before they stabilize. But larger groups pull together at the surface. Capillary forces help nearby ants drift toward one another. It resembles cereal pieces gathering in a bowl. Then, biology takes over from surface physics. Workers lock claws, legs, jaws, and adhesive feet. Each ant grips several neighbors at many points. The loose crowd becomes a tightly woven mesh. Yet connection alone does not guarantee a raft. A soaked structure could still become heavy and sink. This is where the hidden underside matters. Their water-repellent bodies trap pockets of air. Those bubbles sit around and between the ants. Together, they create a larger waterproof surface. Air adds buoyancy and helps the raft rebound. But floating is only half the problem. Waves pull, twist, and open cracks in the colony. A normal object cannot repair itself while drifting. This raft can because some ants stay mobile. Ants underneath form the load-bearing foundation. Ants above walk, patrol, and carry vulnerable members. When a gap appears, mobile ants move toward it. They reconnect the edges before the tear spreads. Under stress, reserve rats can reinforce the foundation. This pays off the mistake from the beginning. The raft is not a pile, it is active tissue. It behaves solid enough to hold together, it flows enough for ants to rearrange, and it heals enough to survive damage. So who tells each ant where to go? No engineer ant carries a blueprint. Each worker responds to neighbors, water, and open gaps. Simple local choices build a colony-wide solution. That is the deeper lesson hidden inside the raft. Resilience does not always require one perfect leader. It requires many connections, visible problems, and quick repair.
The same principle can improve a team or household.
Do not rely on one person or one backup. Create overlapping support and keep some capacity free. When something breaks, move resources to the gap. This is not copying ants literally. It is borrowing their pattern. Connect, adapt, repair. Today, choose one fragile system in your life. Add one backup. What system would you strengthen first? Share this with your team and subscribe for more living science.